copy me? Can you hear me any better?
Yeah, you're coming in a little bit louder.
Yeah, it's working. You're working. Skinny.
Yeah.
I had him do that ass backwards, didn't I?
Yeah, sort of, but it worked. He didn't catch it.
Alright, but that's why I asked him, did I sound better at that point? It's working. It's got a pretty good deal there. It sounds good.
Yeah, you guys are taking a 9 on me. A 9? Hell, you ain't even moving my needle. Well, you're taking a 5, but he's taking a 9.
You're giving me almost a 1.
Well, see, when I'm sitting here right here with no static coming across my speaker or anything, it's staying steady at 3.
I said, you're barely giving me a 1, but that's just it. It's a real good, real clear 1.
I've been not played with the radio too long.
You out there?
I haven't been able to reach him all night. I mean, I talked to him earlier until about, I want to say about 7 o'clock, but then that was about it.
He was on this for a little while today.
Last time I talked to him, he was playing with the radio.
I heard him on there. Audio.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I heard him doing. Yeah, he said he was speaking on radio, and then I never heard anything back from him. He was trying to get a squelch out of it. Every time he would key up his mic, it'd sound like a slide whistle was going off, and he was trying to get it out of there, and the next thing I know, he couldn't hear nothing from him. Heck, maybe a fuse blowed up in it.
You know what? I didn't show up at his house, remember? Tonight, he told him to park in front of the house and they were going to work on something.
Yeah, that's the last time I heard him.
Right, and he just went off the air after that.
Can you get a hold of Pink over there on the hill, or have you heard anything from him or anything?
Where's he located?
Last I heard from him, he was in Weirton.
Talked to a guy over there by Dunkin' Donuts. Would that be him?
No.
Who's that over there, Pinky?
That's, DB.
Meant Skinny, I'm sorry. DB.
Yeah, drummer boy.
Alright, yeah, I've talked to him a few times.
Yeah, but he's right there by the old Domino's.
Yeah, copy that. I don't know, I can't remember talking to one named Pinky.
That's Pink. They call him Pinky, or, I call him a couple other things, but forget it.
And he's over here.
No, he lives over in Ohio there. He's on one of them trucks around like the other guy there. A car hauled.
I'll be that.
Yeah, last I heard from him, he was taking a run to clear past Weirton somewhere. He was loaded on his way out.
He got the radio on 17 because he's hearing us right now.
We'll be quiet. You yell for him.
Not hearing us. Hey, Pink, you got a copy on Weirton or Steubenville area? You got a copy, Pink. Break 17. Said they use channel 20 and I think 21 also, ain't it?
18 and 19.
I go to 19 and yeah, I'm gonna have 200 Pinks come back at me.
Yeah, I I know, that's why I don't go to 19 very often.
They just do it to dick with you.
Yeah, last I talked to him, he was on 17.
For where I'm at right now, I can talk to Wheeling, West Virginia, and all that. I go pretty much all directions like that. Probably Robinson Township, PA. So, I mean, if he's on 17, he should be hearing me.
I heard it.
I ain't gonna say I can't get out, but I get out.
You get out real good, bro. I can't wait to fire up that Mako out there and see what it does at 5'8".
Well, you got the same one there that I got. The difference is I got the V5000, where it has it has a few more strands of the copper wire on it than the one that you got.
This one here's got a 4-element ground plane, and each element's probably close to 9 foot long. So that's an 18-foot span, just a ground plane, and the stick's 21 foot tall.
Yeah, that's the same thing I got.
I looked them up. They say that thing will talk, man. They say it'll blow away that IMAX 2000.
Well, you got to, because it's not fiberglass, and it's all aluminum, and aluminum antennas always did work 100 times better than them plastic with the copper wire.
Hey, I'm talking off the fiberglass Proton 99 now. That's just a big old spring inside of a fiberglass tube, 18 foot long.
Right. But you just got the wire in there, and it ain't 5/8. It's, I think they're half wave or something like that.
Right. The only thing I got going for me is I'm up on the very top of the hill out here in the mountain, and then I put a 20-foot pole up, and then that 18-footers on top of that, I can really stretch,
Yeah, you're up in here so high. I'd have to put probably about 250 foot of tower up, yeah, to be up high enough to be even with your antenna.
I actually believe you're around 400 feet below me.
I wouldn't doubt it, but I know it's deep down here in the hole.
Yeah, you go on Google Earth. That's how you get your information on where you're at, where they're at, so you know how high they are. You know what I'm saying? That's what we use. We use Google Earth.
Oh yeah, I play around with mom once in a while, but not very often.
Midget, what are you doing? Just sitting out there in a truck?
Yes, sir.
You on a call, huh?
Yeah, I live too far away to run back and forth from home to town every time I get a call, so I just sit in town until about midnight, 1 o'clock, and then unless I keep getting calls, then I stay in later, but then I try to get back up in here around 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Are you doing impound?
We do a little bit of everything.
The cops will call you if they need something.
Yep, that's why I stay in town. For certain calls, you only have so much time to get there and stuff like that. And I don't know if you know where Smithfield, Ohio is, but I live about another 15, 20 minutes past there.
Yeah, I know right where that Smithfield is. Yep.
Well, I live about 15 more minutes past there, so you could just imagine what it's like trying to just jump in a cold truck and trying to get this big old beast moving. Sometimes it just decides not to want to go.
Out there closer to Hopedale?
Well, I'm actually about 10 minutes from Hopedale, about 15 minutes from Adena, about 10, 15 minutes from Steubenville, and about 10, 15 minutes from Smithfield. So I'm kind of roundabout ways, about in the middle, absolutely nowhere in a little town named Piney Fork. If you blink, you're going to miss it.
Oh, I know Piney Fork, dude. I know Piney Fork. Where you sitting at just about where you at right now? What town?
Right now I'm in Wintersville, Steubenville area, sitting at Tim Hortons.
Alright, yeah. Okay, yeah, alright. You sound good. I was wondering how far out there you were.
Yeah. I try not to go too many places when I'm trying to talk on the CB, but there's sometimes I get that call and I just gotta go.
He call you by cell phone?
Yep.
I'll do that. Give me some of them roadkill and deer. You probably run into that too, don't you?
What's that?
Get any calls where cars hit deer, killed deer, and, you know?
Yeah, actually about a week ago I had to go pull a Mustang off of a buck. It was still underneath the car. I had to, put the car halfway up on the truck and then pick up the bed and pick up the back end of the car and move it so that the deer wouldn't rip off the back bumper and everything.
Copy that. Hell, if you ever get one, he's not in bad shape, man. Bring it for me on here. See if I'm on it. I'll run out and get that thing. I'm not ashamed to eat roadkill.
I sure know ain't either, man. The first 3 deer that I ate, I take it home and I skinned them and ate them.
Take them all day long.
Yeah, I had a little Saturn with one of them pointy noses on the end of it, and the first deer I ever hit, I took its legs out, broke all 4 legs of it, and it landed on the hood, slid up on the hood, and slid right back down and right onto the road and rolled, and I went up and slit its throat and bled it out right there on the road, and then threw it in the trunk and took it home to my dad, and we skinned it, gutted it, and ate it right then.
Yeah, as soon as you said Saturn, I was going to ask you, did it come through the windshield? Because they usually come up pretty high on them kind of cars.
No, it wasn't a stock Saturn, and I kind of threw it sideways a little bit. I seen the deer coming, and I was in the middle of a drift.
I'll do that.
Yeah, I was one of those bad kids whenever I was little. I liked to throw my car sideways more than going straight.
We all tried them Rockford turnarounds.
The only difference is I was sponsored and we did it on pavement, parking lots, and racetracks.
Where you do that at?
Up by New Philly. I've been to New Philly. I've been to Texas. I've been to Delaware. I've been a little bit of here, there, and everywhere. We always had one big one out in California every year, but I only did it for 2 years.
That sounds interesting.
Oh, yeah, it's interesting until you lose your sponsorship for running a car into a wall at about 80 mile an hour, and when you get to pull your e-brake and the e-brake cable breaks and you just ain't got no slide to it to give it.
Ouch.
Yeah, let's just say that I put the front wheels where the doors should have been.
It's expensive, I can't even say repair, because I don't even know you can repair that.
No, there was no repairing that. It was a Nissan Z350.
Hey, I didn't mean to cut in on you guys' conversations. I just came in the door. We were up at the flea market at Rogers. We went to an auction, and I just turned the radio on and heard you talking. So I didn't mean that if I interrupted you guys was talking.
Yeah, buddy. More the merrier. At least there's somebody in there to shoot the breeze to.
That's what I'm thinking.
All right, then. Roger that.
I guess boring sitting back and listening to airspace.